Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the One Meal Channel. I am your host, Nathan, and we are once again cooking a whole meal that could be eaten by an entire family and enjoying that meal on our lonesome. And if you want to enjoy watching this video as much as I enjoy making videos like this, we are on day 118 and cooking a family-sized meal and consuming it all ourselves. Grab yourself a beverage that you enjoy. I like chicken broth, filled all the way to the rim of a cup. Let's have it with one another in celebration of another daily upload. Oh wow, yeah, that is good. All right, so we were just under a 2-pound meal yesterday. Let's see if we can go over 2 pounds today. We're going to add a little bit of extra chicken than what we usually do. We have our rice, whole cup of rice going in the rice maker behind me. We have our snack bacon, which we consume throughout the cooking process of our regular meal. Just about ready to get pulled out of the pan. Let's get our potatoes diced. And we'll continue our meal. Egg prices continue to go down, which is good. I have to go shopping here in the next couple of days, get some more onions, get some more chicken. I believe I might take an opportunity to add eggs back into the diet, which is great. Add some more weight to our meal, some more calories to our day, some more fats into our diet as well. And you know how much we love our good healthy fats and good healthy cholesterol. Bacon, on the other hand, not so healthy. Not so good cholesterol. Especially when you overcook it ever so slightly. I think we got a little bit of burning and charring going on right now, but no matter. Our potatoes will be going in here shortly. I had somebody ask me if I'm concerned from eating so much bacon, if any of this grease is going to gunk up my arteries and cause any problems for me, because they thought it would cause problems for them. I have a dietitian. This is not his. The dietitian did not tell me to eat this way. I make up my own diet, but I inform my dietitian of everything that I eat. And as long as we do consistent blood work, at least twice a year, preferably every 3 months, and my results come back well, he hasn't asked me to make any sort of adjustments. But I brought this up with him, and I said, I do know that I eat way more bacon than the average person. And I do know that it poses a risk to clog up my arteries. If it does become a problem, what can we do about it? And he said that although I'm young, if that were to become a problem, and even if it doesn't become a problem, he said, it might be good to get on a low dose tadalafil. This is what he said, like a 2.5 milligram daily tadalafil. And for any of you out there that don't know what tadalafil is, That's the stuff that you see in the Cialis commercials. That's the active ingredient in Cialis, just in a lower dose form. I was like, all right, that's interesting. I won't say no to that. But why that? And he said it used to be a heart medication until, they identified the side effects. And he goes, no, it literally specializes in cleaning out your arteries, expanding your blood vessels, among other things, to promote better, healthier blood flow throughout your entire body. And that includes clearing out plaque, clearing out any other sort of gunk that could be clogging up your arteries. So, I decided I'm going to be eating twice as much bacon as I usually do, so that it definitely becomes a problem, and I have to be on daily dose tadalafil. All right, I'm kidding, of course. It's a joke. But that has got to be one of the best medications that you can be on. I don't really like going to doctor's offices. Switching gears just a little bit. I don't really like going to doctor's offices. I don't really like getting my checkups and stuff. I did checkups all the time for like high school sports, and even when I wanted to go to college, play college sports, which I didn't do, but I wanted to do that. I had to get my physical. I had to get all sorts of tests done. Blood work is essentially like the most... I don't want to go to a doctor's office, but I'll get my blood work done. If you were to go into a doctor's office because you had an issue, one of the best results that you could possibly get coming out of that doctor's office is they say, yeah, we're going to give you some tadalafil to help solve your problem. And you're like, hey, my problem is that my heart health. Like, I eat too much bacon. I think you might have given me the wrong prescription here. No. This works. This is going to solve two problems. It's freaking awesome. So I thought that was funny. I figured I'd share that with you. I wonder if there have been any studies on bacon specifically. I thought it was more so oils that cause problems with people's arteries clogging up. I thought it was not necessarily like seed oils and stuff, but I thought it was like oil, not fat. Like, I never heard anybody having issues with plaque buildup in their arteries from like cooking their food in beef tallow, right? So why is it that like beef tallow would be good, but bacon fat would not be good? Yeah, my understanding is that it's like oils, like grapeseed oil and canola oil, like certain, like high fructose corn syrup, which isn't an oil, but it's a syrupy mixture. I thought it was that type of stuff that clogged up your arteries. I didn't think it was bacon grease. Despite all that, I'm not going to argue with anybody. Somebody says that bacon grease clogs up your arteries. I mean, I can absolutely understand why someone would say that. So it sucks because some of the best food that I've had is food that's fried in oil. Noah, my roommate, he once a year, because we met each other in high school, once a year he would go out to the beach and pick up clams, massive clams, and you take that and you bread them and pan fry them in oil. Oh my God, they're the most incredible thing that you've ever had. And even since not going out and doing that every year, he still has family and friends that goes out and do that, and they'll go give him some. So his pan fried clams are just some of the most amazing things that I've had. Another thing that I really like is a pan-fried rainbow trout that we have. We went fishing for rainbow trout. Some of my older videos you'll see that I made rainbow trout on Christmas. You can look it up. Really awesome meal, really well received. Lots of views on the channel as well. He had turned it into a recipe where he basically dipped it in like pancake batter, like unsweetened pancake batter with a little bit of sriracha in it, and then fried that on a pan. And that was better than breadcrumbs on chicken, breadcrumbs on fish. It was the best thing that I've ever tasted. It's my go-to for fish and chips. Amazing fish and chips. You don't need breading, you just kind of dip it. I mean, flour it, but then, yeah, dip it in batter. This is just standard unsweetened pancake batter. Turned out fantastic. But you have to cook all that in oil. All right, let me get my bacon snack out of the way. Yeah, if you've watched the channel for a while, you've heard me say that I started on carnivore a few years ago. Only did it for about 6 months. Well, let's head way back. I finished high school, being an awesome, super fit athlete, got a real job, gained like 80 pounds of fat, ate fast food all the time, lost the weight by basically starving myself. Would not recommend doing that, but it did work. And then started carnivore, which was a good way to just have high protein, eat a lot of food, eat food that I really liked, and not gain weight. And then slowly, over the last, 4 or 5 years, I've been incorporating. I still eat just about one meal. I ate about one meal a day that entire time. If not, it was like just breakfast with like some eggs and bacon, something simple. But the entire time, I ate just about one meal a day. But I started with just protein. And then I incorporated, the eggs and then some fats on top of it. But I tried to stay away from the carbs. The potatoes is something that I would add, but I wanted to stay away from rice. And I finally just kind of like looked up. I'm like, okay, well, why am I thinking that rice is bad for me? And it's not the rice, it's not the carbs. Why is it that people say like don't eat bread and stay away from these complex carbs? Like I keep hearing you need carbs for your brain. Why am I not supposed to eat carbs if I'm supposed to have carbs for my brain? It's not the carbs. The carbs are good. Carbs are fine for you. It's the spike. It's like your glucosamine index, your GI. How much your glucose levels in your blood and your blood pressure spikes after eating certain types of carbohydrates. So I'm going to head over here. You're not going to hear me well because of the sound. So white rice has a really high GI. Your blood pressure spikes quickly and to an extreme degree when you're eating white rice. And I do mean white rice, as is branded at the store. Okay, jasmine and basmati rice have a lower GI, which is what I'm having right now. And I like the nutty flavor. We had one of our most prolific commenters point that out, and I really like the nutty flavor. I believe brown rice has the lowest GI of all of the rices that we've mentioned so far, but I also believe it's really high in heavy metals. And I could be wrong about that as well. It just seems like no matter what you eat, your food is bad for you. Like if you get food from the store, it's out to kill you. Something bad is going to happen. But anyway, I'm just doing this research on my own. I don't pretend to be an expert. I'm not saying all this stuff is like advice to you. I just find it interesting, and I like learning new information. And I don't even know if the information's true. Matter of fact, I assume it's not true. I assume what I'm telling you guys right now is not true. Or not 10 years from now, 20 years from now, everything that I'm saying is going to turn out to be just complete BS. It's like when the studies came out a few years ago that drinking a little bit of alcohol was actually good for you, or drinking a wine was actually good for you. No, turns out it's not. Alcohol has no benefit to you. Even a little bit of alcohol has no benefit to you. It's only harmful. No, and then they say, oh, the antioxidants in wine. And it's like, well, yeah. The antioxidants are good. The alcohol isn't. You can get the same antioxidants from drinking, like juice or whatever. But just admit it. You like drinking alcohol. And look, I have nothing against alcohol drinkers. I still love the taste of alcohol to this day. Although I don't drink it for myself here in America, at least. But my point is, on and on and on and on, information will change to the point where it just seems like nothing that we believed to be true actually turned out the way that we thought it was. And my point is, 10 years from now or 5 years from now, maybe even today, you guys will pull up an article and it'll say, eating bacon is bad for you, and it's horrible, and that low-dose tadalafil stuff is BS, and Nathan, you're killing yourself. Okay, well, I'm just going to admit to you, I like eating bacon. Okay, there are worse things to put in my body. Okay, I enjoy eating bacon. So yeah, if I can find information that justifies, the eating of bacon, I'm going to share it because I like information that agrees with me. But I will be the first to admit that it doesn't matter if the information agrees with me or not. I'm eating the bacon because I want to, right? I'm eating the bacon regardless of how good or how bad the news is about it. But as time goes on, I will continue to tell you and update you about the things that I learned about the food that I eat. I haven't researched anything about like rotisserie chickens, for example. I mean, they can't be good for you, right? But it's so convenient being pre-cooked. I really like that they're pre-cooked. I can just cut them up like this and put them in my meal and heat them up, and they're ready to go in just a few minutes. But I don't know if you've been to the store and have looked at, some of those whole chickens that are at the store. Those whole chickens, I don't know what they're sitting in. They're sitting in a lot of juices, and those juices don't look very appetizing. It's kind of just a mental block for me. There's no way that I'm going to order one of those and just throw it in a pan and cook it up really quickly. I'm going to have to like roast it in the oven for an hour. It just occurred to me, it is the warmest day of the year here where I live. And so the roommate has opened up both of the windows to let more air circulate because the house has gone quite hot. I'm just screaming, belting out all the things that I'm talking about directly through the window. So now all the neighbors know my infatuation with researching food items. I mean, there are worse things to yell out the window. Okay, well, we are already just about done. Let's grab our scale, like I said. Very important weighing of our food. Let's grab our offset weight, food bowl, offset bowl. Let's take this here and out. Yeah, there's no way that rotisserie chickens can be good to you. It seems like going to a butcher is probably the best way to go. When I lived closer to the city, there was a butcher that I go to, and that's where I would get, when I was on carnivore, I get all of my beef tallow, I get all of my beef from there. Pretty expensive, not cheap by any means, but extremely high quality meats. It's a lot of cooking out of the cast iron. Got really good at cooking steaks. Noah's on the phone right now, but if he was out here, he would tell you that I'm extremely good at cooking a steak for myself. Oh my gosh, I can cook a steak for myself or for another person like it's nobody's business. It'll be one of the best, seriously, it'll be one of the best steaks that you've ever had at home. I really know how to do it. Excellent crust, excellent flavor. It's the best. As soon as I have to cook a steak for you and me at the same time, you're getting one of the most amazingly flavored, perfectly cooked, like medium rare steaks that will be served to you just ice cold. I just can't get the timing down. I can't get the timing down. I think the way you're supposed to do it is sear your steaks in a pan so that you get the nice crust on them, and then finish them off in the oven. It's a little reverse sear. Finish them off in the oven afterwards, so that way they all come out the exact same temperature. But no, I like putting 2 pans on the stovetop and putting both steaks in at the same time. By the time I'm done plating and garnishing, yeah, everything is everything is cold. Gosh, I haven't had a steak in a long while. That's not true. I went to like an Outback Steakhouse and got a steak. But when I say that, I mean any type of steak. I know maybe they're not the best steaks. I don't care. I seriously haven't had any type of steak in like probably 2 years. Other than that. All right, okay. Yeah, I think we're done with our trash. Let's see, how long is this video going? We're doing pretty good. We're pretty consistently at the 25-minute mark. With our videos. I like that. That's a good length video right there. You know, I might even get some soy sauce or some teriyaki sauce to add in here when I go to the store over the next couple of days. I think maybe tomorrow, Thursday morning. Yeah, 2 days. Tuesdays I'll go grocery shopping. That sounds good to me. In the meantime, we'll put on our finishing touches, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic onion, maybe a little bit more than a little. Mix this in nice and good. I mean, seriously, I don't feel like you need it. A little bit of sriracha is really all you need. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Let's put this in here. Get our bowl out. Go to the spatula. Spatula is really the way to do this. Not a spoon. No scooper. Spatula, because then you can get it nice and flat. Seriously, I mean, each scoop here, I mean, that could feed a kid. Here, if you got a family, like this whole scoop, that could feed your kid all of dinner. And I'm gonna enjoy all of this. I mean, this is the only time of day I eat. It's really important that I eat as much of this as I can. Maybe turn the stove off, that'll be helpful. I've done that before. You commenters, you didn't help me out. You abandoned me a few weeks ago. I finished cooking and I left the stove on and you guys didn't notice. Noah had to tell me that I left the stove on. I got all embarrassed. Went into my room and just editing the video and he's like, hey dude, it's gonna burn the house down. Okay. Sriracha it is. I feel like I'm almost out of that. I think I just got it a month ago. Screaming through that sriracha. Okay. So pounds. We're already on pounds. We're good. Let's zero that out. Please be over 2 pounds. Oh yeah, baby. 2.2. 2.2 pounds. Awesome. Extra chicken came in handy. And of course, I bring it up every day. Yes, we have bacon on top of it. So of course we're over 2 pounds, but bacon is a snack. And then after our snack, we have our full meal. So thank you once again for tuning in to an episode of the One Meal channel where I consume and make a meal designed for a whole family, and I have it all for myself in a single meal to sustain me for the day until we make another video tomorrow doing it all again. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for showing up and watching and listening to my commentary. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.